Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL buzz lately, you know that the NFC North is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing divisions this season. And right at the center of all this speculation is a possible blockbuster move involving the Chicago Bears and one of the league's most dynamic wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb from the Dallas Cowboys. This isn't just idle chatter. Sources close to the league, including NFL insiders like Adam Schefter, have been whispering about a potential trade that could shake up the entire division and set the tone for the Bears' future ambitions. So let's unpack what's going on here. The Dallas Cowboys, currently sitting at a 5-4 record, are facing some pretty serious cap constraints with around $12 million in cap space. They've got a pretty tight budget, especially with Dak Prescott's upcoming extension that could cost around $260 million, and they've been prioritizing locking down their key players, particularly on the offensive line. After experiencing some significant injuries there, letting out about 28 sacks in Prescott's direction, the Cowboys are looking to rebuild their offensive line, and that might mean making some tough decisions in the trade market. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bears, sitting comfortably at 6-3 with about $16 million in cap space, are eyeing a bold move to elevate their offense and push for a deep playoff run. And CeeDee Lamb, with his stats and profile, fits perfectly into their plans. Lamb, who's only 25 years old and in the prime of his career, has been lighting it up when healthy. His 2025 stats, although just 6 games into the season, show his potential with 35 receptions on 54 targets, totaling 491 yards and a touchdown. Over his career, he's amassed 400 receptions for over 500 yards and 40 touchdowns, and his advanced metrics like a PFF grade of 90. 5 and a yards after catch, YAC, average of 6.2 yards per reception, speak volumes about his elite playmaking ability. What makes Lamb such an attractive target for the Bears is his versatility and ability to create mismatches. He's a player who can stretch the field, win contested catches, and produce YAC that really helps open up the offense. And in a Bears offense that's been struggling to sustain drives on third down, converting just 42%, adding a player like Lamb could be a game changer. His route running, with an average of 2 yards per route run and a contested catch win rate of 58%, makes him a true X-factor. Plus, he's had minimal injury issues, missing only 1 game with a shoulder injury, which adds to his reliability. From a strategic perspective, the Bears see Lamb not just as a receiver, but as the missing piece to unlock their offensive potential. Imagine Justin Fields, with Lamb stretching the field and making plays down the sideline. The impact on the offense could be transformative. Lamb's presence would elevate the aerial attack to over 310 yards per game, up from about 230 yards now, and significantly improve their success rate on play-action passes, which currently hovers around 45%. With a receiver of Lamb's caliber, expect those numbers to jump to around 67%, making the Bears' passing game much more explosive and unpredictable. Furthermore, Lamb's addition would create more space for players like DJ Moore and Darnell Mooney. The latter, who's averaging just 16 yards per route, would benefit greatly from the attention Lamb would draw. This would allow DJ Moore, who's been solid but inconsistent, to operate in more favorable matchups. The Bears' offense would become more dynamic, with routes designed specifically to take advantage of the mismatch Lamb provides. On the ground, this upgrade in the passing game would also open lanes for Khalil Herbert and Devon Achane, who are already showing flashes of brilliance. With the defense also playing at a top 10 level, the Bears could be setting themselves up for a balanced attack that keeps opposing defenses guessing. Their defense, after a slow start, is trending upward, and with a more potent offense, they could turn close games into wins more consistently, pushing their PPG from around 24 to over 32. Now, let's talk about the ripple effects on the division. A move like this would send shockwaves through the NFC North. For the Vikings and Lions, it's a statement that the Bears are serious about contending, and it could force their rivals to respond in kind. The Packers, too, would be watching closely, knowing that the Bears' offense just became a lot more dangerous. The division, which has historically been competitive, might see the Bears leapfrog to the top of the standings if this trade pans out. And what about the Super Bowl implications? Well, if the Bears acquire Lamb, their odds to make a deep playoff run skyrocket. Early betting odds already have Chicago at plus 13, 0 to win the Super Bowl, but those numbers could plummet to around plus 4, 0 if the team pulls off this trade. Lamb's proven performance in the playoffs, remember his 150 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Eagles in 2024, shows he's a playoff X-factor. His presence could be the catalyst that takes the Bears from a solid team to a true contender, capable of making noise in January and beyond. Of course, nothing in the NFL is guaranteed, and trades like this always come with risks. The Cowboys might want to recoup a first-round pick for Lamb, especially considering their cap situation and the need to rebuild their offensive line. The Bears would have to weigh the cost, but given Lamb's age, talent, and fit, it seems like a gamble worth taking. They're at a pivotal point in their rebuild, and adding a player like Lamb could accelerate their timeline significantly, helping them establish a dynasty similar to what the Cowboys built in 2021 with their elite offense. In the broader context, this potential trade symbolizes the Bears' commitment to building a high-powered offense that can contend for titles. It's about shifting the power dynamics in the division and sending a clear message to everyone else. Chicago is back, and they're here to stay. The fans are already buzzing with excitement, dreaming of a future where Fields throws to Lamb and the team puts up points in bunches, making Soldier Field a fortress once again. So as we wait for more details and watch this story unfold, one thing is certain. This could be a defining moment for the Chicago Bears. If it happens, it might just be the beginning of a new era, one where the franchise reclaims its place among the NFL's elite, with Lamb as one of the key pieces in their quest for Super Bowl glory. It's a bold move, a statement of intent, and a gamble that could pay off big time. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Bears' front office has shown they're not afraid to make bold moves. They've been aggressive in their rebuilding efforts, focusing on acquiring young talent and cap flexibility. A trade for CeeDee Lamb fits perfectly into that strategy, giving them a star receiver who can grow with Fields and help shape the identity of this team. The chemistry between a quarterback and a receiver can make or break a season, and Lamb's proven he can be that reliable go-to guy in clutch moments. And let's not forget the impact on the locker room. Bringing in a player of Lamb's caliber sends a message to the entire roster. This team is serious about competing now. It raises the stakes and pushes everyone to elevate their game. Young players like Darnell Mooney and DJ Moore would learn from Lamb's work ethic and talent, hopefully raising their own game to new heights. Of course, the fans are eager to see how this all plays out. The energy around Soldier Field would be electric if this trade materializes. Imagine the crowd's roar when Lamb makes that first big catch, or when Fields connects with him deep down the sideline. It's exactly the kind of momentum that can propel a team forward, especially in a league where offense wins championships. In the end, this potential move is more than just about collecting stars. It's about building a cohesive, explosive offense that can carry the Bears deep into the playoffs and, ultimately, to the Super Bowl. Lamb's addition could be the catalyst that turns the page toward a new chapter of Chicago Bears football, one filled with high-scoring games, memorable moments, and hopefully a Lombardi trophy at the end of the season. So stay tuned, Bears fans. We'll be watching closely as all these rumors and reports develop. The possibility of CeeDee Lamb in Chicago is no longer just speculation. It's shaping up to be one of the most exciting storylines of the NFL season. And if this trade happens, it might just be the move that redefines the franchise's trajectory for years to come. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news.